Here is our homeschool highlight for October 13th through 17th. So this morning, usually on Mondays, she helps me with all of the meal prep for the week. She went and got her nails done this morning instead. And then she is doing a little reading activity that is more for like 3rd, 4th grade. This is one that I've made up for my tutoring students and also the tutoring packs that we sell. However, she does like to do the fun little activities occasionally as well. So this was a fun one to sit down and do together. And then we did a language arts lesson before my tutoring students popped in. While we were tutoring, Glory sat down and practiced some clock skills with us. My little one is doing the o'clock and the half past, and then Glory is doing the minute-to-minute time and just getting a refresher in that little skill. This is just from Amazon, but we really like it. There are 4 different levels, so you can play when kids are just learning clock skills all the way up to 5th, 6th, 7th grade when you're practicing those clock skills. This morning is starting with me slowly going through my journaling as Glory does her language arts. We're getting a very late start to today. And then she has been asking to do these times table quizzes like we used to do like in old school, public school, timer and everything. And she did really good on this today. Next tip is going through her flags. So we are memorizing the state flag, the abbreviation, and then also the capital city for that state. So go ahead and see how many state flags you know. Some of these are upside down. Apologize in advance. And I think we have 18 of them so far. We do 6 every other week, and then we start working on them that way. From there, we transitioned to our challenging sentence climb. This has helped her so much with reading, vocabulary, and spelling over the last 2 years. And then speaking of spelling, we also do dictation this year. So when she gets a word wrong, she writes that word 5 times each. I put together these cute little, really spelling practice sheets, but we use them for our dictation practice as well. And you can find these in the monthly tutoring packs that I have online. You print these out every month. There is a different theme. So you'll have 2, 3, 4, 5 different spelling type practice sheets each month that you get sent with your pack. And the link for this is down in the description area. You can get your first month for free if you like to use that link today and go ahead and order your November tutoring pack. And then it is not uncommon for me to tutor from 3 to 9 on any given weeknight. Sometimes she'll join us for some of the more fun learning games. Today we played Santa's Sleigh Ride. It's an addition game with one of our students. Glory loves this, so she came down and joined in. And then it's also not uncommon to have either a student cancel or to have a random 30-minute to even an hour break between a set of students on a couple of these nights. So when that happens, we typically like to play a game or do something together. Tonight, we played this sentence structure game. This is really fun. You literally just roll the dice. However many you roll is how many consonants you're gonna get, and then you automatically get a vowel. And then from there, if you roll a 4, you get 30 seconds to get your sentence. 5 is 45, 6 is 60, and then you have an action card that tells you what kind of sentence you have to use. So this one, I have to have a sentence that does not have a proper name. So literally, I'm just gonna flip over these cards, and then I'm gonna turn them into any sentence. It can be as silly as I want, as long as it's a sentence. Mine was, zebras under beds dodge garbage. So zebra is my subject, dodge is the verb that it's doing. I picked this up for $3 at the thrift store probably 6 months ago now. No idea what it was, just it looked like a learning game, and it has become one of her favorites. Now it is about 9:30 at night. Glory has told me that she has gone through and done most of her homework for tomorrow as well, and she's even started on Thursdays. I love having this ready for her on Monday morning. She can work at her own pace when it comes to the independent school, but because she's done ahead so much, I'm going to go through and check these real quick, just make sure that they are done well and that she did not get tired because she's done so much today. But she has gotten literally everything right. Minus 2 problems that we worked through together. And then I thought this was a really cool little fact that this math page threw in there. It says a group of elephants is called a parade, a group of fish is called a school, a group of kangaroos is called a mob, a group of snakes is called a nest, a group of otters is called a family, and the group of blank is called a skulk. So she did her math problems, and then it told her that a group of fox is called a skulk. I didn't know that. That's a pretty cool thing. Now, normally we go to bed pretty close to when tutoring ends. I like to be up early. I do, however, have a lot of creative work to do, and I am like getting my second wind right now. So I think I'm gonna stay up for a few hours and knock some projects out. So because of that, I told Glory that she could either get some more of her homework done. That way she can sleep in tomorrow without an issue, and then, you know, we're ahead at that point. Or she can go ahead and have 30 minutes of relaxed time and then go ahead and go to bed. She has chosen to do a little bit of her homework. Now, we did pull out the mental math. She thought that this had addition on it, it's subtraction, and she realized real quick she is not wanting to do that this late at night, which I don't blame her. So she is going to head upstairs and get some more independent work done, and then probably come down here, hang out for a little bit, and then head off to bed. Today's going to be a little bit more chill. I'm going to spend a lot of time doing some different Bible studies today, which I'm looking forward to a ton. So she is starting leisurely with a little bit of independent reading, and then she is moving upstairs to do some of her independent school. Now, she always has something in her hands. Today is kinetic sand. So at any point in day, we're going to have slime or sand or some kind of residue over most of our textbooks, and we are perfectly okay with that. So then we are migrating down. I've done at this point some Bible study, some laundry, gotten a little bit of stuff done, taken my shower, washed my hair. We are going to do our Bible study together. We're going through the Lies Young Women Believe with our teen small group. And then we're heading off to youth group, where we have a different small group, and Glory has her own small group as well. Of course, we got Starbucks on the way, and then we had a really fun night with our youth group. So it's Thursday morning, and at this point in the week, Glory usually has gotten most of her school done for the entire week because she likes to have long weekends. So today we had some friends over, played some games this morning, obviously still educational. And then during tutoring, she did the brain break, and she likes to play, like I said, some of the games with us during the tutoring sessions as well. And then we did go ahead and review a language arts and a math lesson together, which you can tell she's super excited about. But tomorrow we will have no school whatsoever. As promised, we are not doing school today. However, we are staying over at a friend's house tonight. She has tons of animals. So we got about a mile walk in, which obviously counts as PE. And then this friend is very knowledgeable about these animals. It's not just like a bunch of random pets. Like, she knows a ton about them. Can tell you about habitats and feeding and breeding and literally all of them. So we learned a ton about a bearded dragon as well as guinea pigs. Now, obviously, I'm not marking this down as a school day. However, it was very educational. See y'all next week.